It's Friday night. Most people are out drinking, laughing, forgetting themselves. So am I. But I'm not out to poison my mind. I'm out to build it. 40 kilometers, 20 kilograms on my back through the night, alone. With challenges along the way, because here's the thing, I'm Mr. Babyface, I look like I'm 12, but tonight I'm gonna act a bit tough, because no one's coming to save me. So, quick stop to show what I got with me. Camera gear, boom, obviously. Then we got the backpack, right here. We got speaker, this is important for one challenge along the way. I'll tell you more about those. Boom, hoodie for aesthetics. Then we got 1, 2, 3 water bottles. Umbrella if it starts raining for the camera. As for food, can you guess that I'm a gym bro? Pepra is fucking protein. And well, I did bring these with the crackers because, well, if you drink only water and you sweat a lot, then that's not really good for you. And then we got the weights. It's already fucking tearing the bag that I'm keeping it in. Well, that's our fucking gear for today, boys. About 20 kilograms. Hopefully we survive without dying. It's gonna be legendary, if nothing else. Let's go. So, I think it's a good time to talk about the rules. We've got some rules. So basically, we're coming up on the first challenge. And there's challenges that I've planned along the way. And if you fail a challenge, you get a strike. If you know, complain, you're negative, you act like a bitch, you get a strike. And there's a few other rules, like if you're too late, if you take too longer breaks, like a break longer than 5 minutes, let's say, I'm gonna add a strike to myself. And so what the fuck is a strike and why should you care? Well, basically, for each strike, at the last roughly 12 kilometers, there will be 5 outdoor gyms. And for every strike I have to do 15 squats, 10 push-ups and 5 pull-ups for split among all the gyms. So basically for each strike you do 1 pull-up at one gym and 2 push-ups and 3 squats. But because there's 5 gyms and you're gonna do it at every gym for every strike, it can really add up. Basically those are the rules for now. Boom! Well, our first challenge, basically to get our quads really fucking pumped before we walk whole night. So we're gonna go up this whole thing to the very tip of the top. And if I do it in less than like 5 minutes, then that's a strike. I'm gonna put a timer on my phone and then we're gonna fucking go and see what happens. Probably not gonna make it. Probably gonna get a strike. Who gives a fuck? Okay, and the time starts now. That's the fucking stupidest thing I've done in my life. Who gives a fuck? It's not about being stupid or smart. It's about being tough and doing what it takes. Let's get it. Who's gonna stop me? Nobody. Nobody. Nobody's gonna stop me. No one can. If you go fast enough, weakness can't catch up to you. And then you truly win. Woohoo. Now we gotta go here. Somehow up. All the way there. Do you see it? Okay. Woohoo. Oh shit! There's no proper loop. Fuck! YOLO! Shit! The wind is probably so fucked. You can't hear me at all right now. So that's a bit fucked. But when we made it to the top, it took more like 7.5 minutes. That's a bad way to start this. But there's only one way to keep going. Keep going. Let's never stop. Well, now at least we got the walk of shame after that performance. For basically, let's just say, probably like at least 8 more hours. So let's get it. You know, these are the times where you just know that you're one of those guys. Who the fuck does this shit? Man, I'm gonna get the camera every fucking time, bro. You know what? That's one strike for bitching. Now we got 2. Boom! We keep going. Now we're kind of moving into the area of, you could say, but fuck nowhere. So basically, this is quite a humbling experience, you could say. And the good thing about humbling experiences is that when you humble yourself, you eventually earn the right to be confident and to have pride in yourself. You see, when you go to the gym, first you lift the light weight. You have to humble yourself and lift the light weights when everyone else around you is lifting heavy weights. And you feel like you're such a weak loser who can't do anything. You look around and everyone's stronger than you. You have to humble yourself. And then you have to just lift up the light weights, but eventually you get stronger. And then you can lift up the heavier weights. And then, because you humbled yourself, you lifted the light weights, you got strong. And now you earn the right to have confidently say that you are strong. You earned the right to have pride in yourself. You see, here's the thing. There is arrogance and there is confidence. The difference between them is that confidence is arrogance proven by action. So if you say that you're the hardest worker in the room and you're confident about that, then you prove it with action. You go and actually put in more hours than everyone else. You put in more energy and effort than everyone else. When everyone else says, you know what, I'm gonna take a day off, you don't. When everyone says, you know what, I'm gonna go home, it's a weekend, it's Friday, need to go home early. You say, you stay at the office. You keep working. You through action proved that it is confidence, not arrogance. You saying that you're the hardest worker in the room is not arrogance because you proved with action that it is simply true and you are confident enough to say it. But it's the same other way around. If you are arrogant, you will simply state, oh, I'm the hardest worker in the room, but you won't prove it with action. And that is the difference. So humble yourselves. And through humbling yourselves, go and do the action to earn the right to call yourself a hard worker. Boom! Keep going. Never stop, never give up. Boom. You know, it's truly beautiful out here, so it's a good day to do these kind of challenges. Let's get it. So we came from Laajavuori and that was like first challenge. So that's really another 3 kilometers down. Let's fucking get it. Easy clap. This is actually a lot easier than I thought. But maybe it will change. Boom! First water bottle almost done. I think we're about close to 10 kilometers now and going strong. Soon challenge number 2. Let's get it. Boom! First water bottle done. Yep. That's how bored I am. I'm fucking counting when I get the water bottle drank. Woo! But you know, boredom is in a way good. It's times like these when you're just walking outside. Wow, what a great view. With no distractions. No podcast, no music, no social media to distract you. That you truly find yourself in a way. And I don't mean in some fucking cliche bullshit, go find yourself bullshit, you know, like nothing like that. But you realize that, yo, there is a big world out here that you can conquer. You can go explore, you can have adventures. There is more than just what you see on social media. And you know, you can come and make all those things a reality. You know, you can look at a video of a guy who's going camping. He's going in the forest and doing cool stuff. But you can do it yourself. That's the thing. We watch other people do stuff on social media, but we can do it ourselves. You can do it. You see a guy living the dream, but what if you used all those hours that you watched that dude live the dream to actually build the dream for yourself? What if instead of watching someone else camp outside in the cold, in the winter, you go and do it? You experience what it's like, and then you see what you're made of. You know, this challenge. I'm out here doing this to see who I am in a way. To prove it to myself. I can do this. You know, you see on social media everyone's doing some kind of challenge, challenging themselves, seeing who they truly are. You can do that as well. Why don't you just make up a challenge yourself? Go do 20 sets of squats in a row. That's a simple challenge you can do tomorrow. Like, think about it. If you just use your creativity a tiny bit, you eliminate the distractions taken away from your one and only life, and you start using your energy, your time, and your efforts on actually building the life that you want, doing stuff to see who you are. You know, you're never gonna find yourself and who you truly are and what you're capable of on social media or with the distractions. Alcohol won't teach you what you can do. Eating junk food won't make you become the best version of yourself. But we so many times we distract ourselves with so much bullshit. And you know, if you think about this water bottle, it represents something now. It's all the energy that you have, and you can use it for something. You have a limited amount of it. It's not infinite. Now is it? It's empty now because I drank it. But you get the point. You have a limited energy on this planet. You have limited time on this planet. Go outside. And I don't mean this in some offensive way to be like, oh, you're a loser, go outside. No, but like truly, like, what if you just started doing all the things that you always wanted to do? You know, when I started making YouTube videos, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Do I know what the fuck am I doing right now? I'm fucking walking on some fucking road somewhere with a 20 kilogram backpack, and I'm gonna do this for the next foreseen future. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm just doing something. And you know, this is one of those things that you need to realize. All action is better than inaction. You know, most people, they wait for the perfect fucking moment, but it doesn't come. You create the perfect moment by just starting to do something. And even if you don't do, okay, it's birds by the way. And even if you don't do the perfect thing, you still are better off than the guy who did nothing. You know, if you go to the gym and you don't know what you're doing, if you just use every machine at the gym for some weight and some reps and some sets, and then maybe you walk a bit on the treadmill, you're still better off than the guy who never showed up. Even though it might not be optimal, it's still better than nothing. And it's the same with everything. If you just start a business, is it gonna be perfect? No! There's not a single business in the world that is truly perfect. And so it's just this process of evolution that you need to start. You need to go and just fucking start. Start doing something. Pick up your phone, buy a camera, start recording. Start posting. Go to the gym and start exercising. Start a business and start selling a product or a service. It doesn't matter. Start doing something, and when you do something, then it can evolve into something more. Then you will learn from that experience. You know, experience is so valuable. Experience is more valuable than a book. Everyone knows this deep down. Think about, for example, a job application. If you have a 5-year degree where you read a lot of fucking books, is it worth the same as 5 years of experience to the employer? Of course not. So everyone knows that experience is more important than a book.
Yeah, we always want to read a book or watch another podcast or do something else to learn a bit more before we start. But you just need to start. And once you start, then you start evolving that thing. Then you learn, oh, when I say this on the sales call, people buy. And when I say that on the sales call, people don't buy. And then you change the script accordingly, and then you get better. You know, so much of my videos is just, I do something, I talk about something I'm interested in. I think that, you know what, I'm gonna post something that I think will provide value to people, and then I see how people like it. Sometimes they see that, whoa, this video a lot of people clicked on. Let me make more titles like that. Let me make more thumbnails like that. And then I learn. Or then I'm like, wow, this video had a huge retention. People watched it a lot. Let me make more videos like that. So you get it. You can start with imperfection and then work your way towards perfection instead of waiting on the perfection, which is never coming, and then never starting. And when you're old, looking around and be like, wow, all these opportunities are now gone because you never started. You waited for the perfect moment which never shows up. You just needed to start. You know, the opportunity to get everything that you want will come to you once you become good enough to create it yourself. Once you become good enough to create it yourself. So you first start, you get experience, you learn, and then you get good enough to create that opportunity yourself, which then allows you to get everything that you want. So go there, take all the energy and time that you have and put it to use. Don't just let it rot away. Every second, a second disappears forever, gone. The moment you are born, the one and only thing that is guaranteed is that you will die one day, and every second you are closer to that moment. So ask yourself, did you do something today that makes you proud, that gets you closer to where you want to be? And if the answer is no, then change that. So now it's time for challenge number 2, and it's Toto Africa. This is a thing we used to do in the military, where you play Toto Africa, and during the song, the whole song you just plank, but during the chorus you do push-ups. So basically you plank, the chorus comes around, you do push-ups, then it stops, you plank, then the chorus comes like 1 or 2 more times and you do push-ups. And well, it's simple. If I fail, another strike. Let's fucking get it. We need to play Toto Africa. This is why we need the fucking JBL speaker. Well, because we sucked so much fucking balls doing that and failed so badly, I'm gonna say 2 strikes. So in total we got 4. I missed the range down in Africa. I just realized that because I already got 4 strikes, that means that I gotta do 60 squats, 40 push-ups and 20 pull-ups later on. So it's gonna be fun. No complaining. You know, you wanna be tough, you gotta prove it. You wanna say that you can do it, well then you better do it and prove it. So we were all the way over there and then we did a huge loop whoosh, all around, and now we're basically on the other side. We're close to halfway and we're gonna do another huge loop around another lake basically. I've been going at it for about 4 hours now. We're probably close to about halfway. So pretty good pace, but what else can you do except keep going, you know? Life doesn't wait for anyone. Let's get it. Keep grinding. You know, all my salty crackers are now gone. I've ate them all. Protein gone. It's only me and water. And now I'm starting to feeling now a bit over halfway that I've actually done something. You know, it's also good. Because once you start getting a bit uncomfortable and discomfortable, that is when you start building your mind. Your mind starts growing, and that's the good thing. That's the purpose of all of this, you know? To grow your mind, see what you can become, see what you can do. And here's the sad part. No one can do this for you. No one can get uncomfortable for you. No one can feel uncomfortable feelings for you. No one can do the workout for you to get a great physique. No one can learn the skills for you so that you'll be successful. No one can do it. So, even if someone wanted to save you, they couldn't. So no one can save you. No one will save you. You're gonna have to save yourself. Do the uncomfortable things that need to get done to grow as a person. Build your mind by getting outside of your comfort zone. That's what you need to do. Do this stuff. Challenge yourself to do something this week that you normally don't do. Whether it's to talk to a new person, try a new workout, whatever it might be, but do something that you don't usually do that makes you uncomfortable, anxious, scared. Whee! And that's how you get better. That's how you grow. You know? You don't get better by doing what you always do. You're already used to it. That's a stimulus that your body has felt 1,000 times. It's gotten used to it. It's numb to it. It won't grow from it. It's like if you go to the gym, did you know that you have to increase the weight? Everyone knows this. It's not new information. You have to progressively overload. Increase the weight, increase the reps, the intensity to keep building muscle. And the same with your mind. Keep building intensity of your mind. Building the load that you put on your mind. The stress that your mind feels, and boom, your mind grows. And the great thing is that your mind has grown a lot already. If you imagine yourself as a child, think about it. The problems you had as a child, they're minuscule. You literally, the ice cream fell and you're crying. So what? Nowadays the ice cream falls and maybe you swear a bit. But actually, any more than that, it doesn't matter. Everything else, you have a new standard. You know? Like the problems you had as a child are no longer problems. They don't feel like problems. The math test that you had, that you thought was so difficult in 3rd grade, if you did it now, it would be easy. So you constantly grow the harder you do things. The more difficult things you do, the more you grow, and the more you get used to that new stimulus that your brain gets. And so, just like with that math, it's just like with your pain tolerance from a child to now, just like with your strength, physical strength, mental strength, from child to now, it will grow as you experience more and as you get more uncomfortable and do more things that you don't want to do. No one has ever said that, oh, the most impactful experience of my life that made me grow the most was when I sat on the couch, watched another TV show. No. They always say that, you know what, this new thing that I did that I was scared to do, it opened up my world and revolutionized my life because I just fucking did it. So go do things that you don't want to do. Go do things that make you uncomfortable. Challenge yourself. You know? Because no one can save you. Even if somebody wanted to save you, they couldn't. Even if somebody wanted to learn things for you, they cannot. Even if somebody wants to work out for you to get you a better physique, they cannot. And therefore, you are simply going to have to do it yourself. It's all up to you. And you can choose the discipline. You can choose the painful and the uncomfortable feelings right now to grow, or you can wait for 5 years, 10 years, and then you'll get a new pain called regret. Regret of not taking action. Regret of not doing the things that you wanted to do. Regret. And that regret will haunt you till the day you die. It will compound day after day, month after month, year after year, and it will never leave you. Because regret is something that you can't fix. You can only prevent it before it ever happens by doing it now. So I think you know what to do. You know, like for the past maybe 6-7 kilometers I've just been silent. Haven't really said anything. Just walking. One step in front of the other. And that reflects life a lot. You can always take one more step. No matter how you feel, no matter how tired you are, how exhausted, how late it is, it doesn't matter. You can take one more step. And that step can represent literally anything. Maybe that step is a video. You can make one more video and see what happens. You can make one more sales call, see what happens. One more pitch for that business, see what happens. You know? Go to the gym one more week, see what happens. Stick to that diet just a tiny bit longer, see what happens. You can always do it a bit more. You know, when we think about these big goals like, damn, 40 kilometers, that's a lot. Sure, but what's one more step? It's not a lot now, is it? So one step is not far. But the whole distance that you cover, if you just take one more step, will be a lot more than one more step if you just keep taking them. And that's the thing. Most people, they won't take one more step. And then they'll fall behind. But if you just focus on today, just make it today. You know, maybe you can quit one day, but not today. Maybe you can quit tomorrow, but not fucking today. So do one more step. Now we're gonna get the first strikes done with. But well, this also means that we only have about 10 kilometers left because we're at the first outdoor gym. And we got 4 more and then we're just gonna fucking run home. Boom. Let's get it. Boom. 4 more gyms to go and then we got all the strikes completed. I don't know if you can see, there's a fucking seagull baby right there in that gym and this bitch is guarding it. So we're gonna do double all the things next gym. But there's only, well, there's 3 more gyms left. There's what, 48 squats, 32 push-ups and what, no wait, oh yeah, and then oh, my brain is not even working anymore at this hour. 16 pull-ups, yeah, and then we're done. And then the final thing is just to run home. And then we're done with this bullshit. Then we're done. But who doing this? Ask yourself, who doing all this? Who doing all this? I am, motherfuckers. I am. You know? It's one of those days I'm just proving to myself. I'm who I claim to be. You know, you claim to be, you know, someone who's tougher than the people around you, who put in more effort than the people around you, who work harder than the people around you. Well, you know, it's times like these where you're gonna prove it to yourself. Prove it to yourself that you're the guy who actually deserves more, who does more, who puts more in, and therefore should get more out, and therefore, well, actually does get more out. So, you know, go put in more work than anyone else. Go do the shit that no one else wants to do. And you'll find it like, it's gonna be like magic. You'll find it to be like magic for your life. things will just start happening for you, and you will change, and you will get closer and closer to the person that you actually want to be. And isn't that the goal? So go get it. Bro, there's so many of these fucking seagulls, dude. And if there's one bird that I hate, it's fucking seagulls. Fucking look how many of them there are. Bro, there's like a fucking 50 of those motherfuckers. Well, they ain't gonna stop me. No one can stop me. Cause I'm out here. I'm unstoppable. I'm unbeatable. I'm fucking breakable. That's my mind. My mind is unbreakable. Who the fuck's gonna stop me now, man? I'm doing all these fucking shit. That means I'm unbreakable. My mind is greater. It's growing by the second. And I'll win. Fuck it, let's just do all the fucking strikes here, because what's the point of going to different fucking gyms to do the same shit? So let's do, got 4 more like cycles to go. So 4 times 12 squats, 4 times 8 push-ups and 4 times 4 pull-ups. Let's begin. Let's fucking go. Done. Move on with my fucking life from this shit. Holy fuck. I mean, we still got to be honest, we still got like maybe fucking 7-8 kilometers left. So we're gonna, I think it's 4 kilometers we're gonna walk. Then we just run the rest to home. And then we'll be done with this challenge. We'll be done with this. But you know, the strikes have a meaning. The strikes, they represent something. They represent the work that just needs to be done. Because here's the thing, maybe I could have pushed harder on the challenges and succeeded. Maybe I couldn't, but I could have pushed myself before I even started this challenge to be in better shape, and then succeeded in the challenges and not got the strikes. So you're always gonna have to do the work. You can skip it for a few days, but then you get a strike. Then it catches up to you. You know what? Oh, I'm just not gonna work out. And then you don't work out at all. But then a few years later, you're overweight, you're out of shape, you can't really do anything. And then it takes even more work to get to the shape that you used to be. You know? It's a lot harder to lose extra weight that you put on than it is just to stay lean. So it's always when you skip something, when you don't give it your all, when you don't quite put in all the effort that you can, it's gonna bite back later, and then you're gonna have to do even more. So the strikes represent something. They represent that no matter what you're gonna do it well, do it all, do it 100%. Because if you don't, it's gonna come and bite you in the ass. That's for certain. And so, with that, whatever you're gonna do with your life, whatever your dreams are, go at them, give it your all, because you're all in anyway. We're all gonna die, and one day you can look at your life and you can say that I gave it my all, or you can say that you left something on the table. And if you left something on the table, then that all will simply go to the waste. That time, that energy, you will never get it back. So go hard, go all in. You know, I got some more wisdom for you, my boys. So here's the thing, go make yourself proud. Fuck other people, fuck their opinions, who gives a fuck? Make yourself proud. Go do what makes you proud. Because think about it, at the end of your life, at the middle of your life, at the beginning of your life, what other feeling would you even want to feel except proud? Isn't that the best feeling that you can have? I'm proud of myself. So go do something that makes you proud. You know, tonight, once I get home, maybe it'll be about 3 a.m. or something like that, I can go to sleep proud. I earned my shower at the end of the day because I've done something difficult. I have pushed myself. I've gone to my uncomfortable zone. I've done something that I usually don't do. And so I can be proud of this day. I can be proud that here I am being productive. Man, it's fucking late. Friday night. Who's productive right now? Most people are partying, sleeping, playing video games. Oh, it's the weekend, you can take time off. But here I am, fucking grinding. This is when it counts. I don't know, I think the camera might pick it up, but there's literal music coming from the other side of the lake. I think that's hilarious. You know, I've been there, I've done that. I know what it's like. And it's not even worth mentioning. That's the thing, you know. Like, how many of the people there wake up tomorrow feeling accomplished? Probably none. Most of them probably wake up hungover. Feel like shit, I don't want to do anything today because I'm hungover. Oh man, did I do something stupid last night? Maybe they sent stupid messages to someone that they shouldn't have. Maybe they threw up on someone. Maybe they did some stupid shit. Who knows? But what I'm pretty certain of is that none of them will remember that night, no matter how good or bad it was. They won't even remember it when they're 80 years old. They won't even remember what happened 20 years from now. None of them will really even care. It's just another day gone by. Achieved nothing, done nothing special, partied, wow. Temporary fun, temporary dopamine. But what the fuck do you actually achieve? Will you even remember that night in 5 years? Probably you won't. I don't really remember jack shit from the nights that I went out. But here's the thing. You can choose to do something else. You can choose to challenge yourself. You can choose to actually do something that you might remember. You might remember that tireless night where you worked towards your dreams. You might remember that night when you went for a run. You ran a new PR. You ran a new route that you've never run before. Now that's something you might remember. You know? So think to yourself, which one will you actually be satisfied by? Not today, not next weekend, but next decade. Because the longer the time horizon, usually the better the decision. Whatever decision you're supposed to make, whatever choice you're supposed to make, the more you think about it long term as like, will this impact me in 20 years from now? And how will it impact you in 20 years? Instead of, man, what's the most fun thing next weekend? Because the most fun thing next weekend probably is that party. The most fun thing and the thing that gives you the highest dopamine hit is probably drugs, alcohol, partying and all those things. But what's the highest satisfaction that you can get? The biggest dopamine hit that you can get 50 years from now? It's probably not drugs or alcohol. It's probably something that took decades to build. Something that actually takes effort. A long time of dedication, perseverance and hard work. And you just can't avoid that. And once again, the choice is up to you. Are you gonna look back at opportunities that you missed? Decisions that you didn't make? Chances that you threw away? Or are you gonna look back on a leap of faith and nights where you maybe did something new and brave like this one? And you look back at them fondly, knowing that you've lived a life worth living. Boom. So, we made it to the university. Basically, I could say a lot about this place, a lot about schools in general, but I guess I'll say this. If your teacher is a middle-aged, overweight, divorced person that earns less than a fucking plumber, maybe you don't have to listen to them when it comes to the path of life that you choose. You know, in school they advertise a path of life that is not really full of adventure, that is not really full of many people's dreams. It usually leads to a place that's very crowded, called mediocrity, you know? And so, does your teacher say something smart? Maybe. Do they teach you valuable lessons? Absolutely. Math is valuable. Learning to read and write is valuable. Absolutely, I don't disagree. But if your teacher tells you that there's only one path of life, and that is to study hard and get a job, just fuck him. You do you. You live your life. Go out there. Chase your dreams. Stay disciplined. Be a bit brave. Do all kinds of cool stuff every now and then. Live your life to the fullest. Do the stuff that no one else is willing to do, and then get the results that no one else gets. I'm gonna run home from here
And this is gonna be it for today. It was an epic journey, epic challenge. We're gonna get it. Have a fantastic day, brothers.